comes down, ajnanam also pona machandalvallo. Therefore, avan thirumbi vandan. So he will be coming through the other door, and again aham dehosmi, aham pitasmi, putrosmi, bharyasmi, all problems come. Therefore remember, transcending the mind doesn't solve the problem. We have to hold the mind, and we have to produce the vritti, and that vritti is aham brahmasmi, the janya jnanam utpadayitavyam prayatnena. Okay, how to produce aham brahmasmi vritti? Adukku special seeds available. Talayila otta potte, you put that seed, and slowly aham brahmasmi vritti sprouts forth. No. Aham brahmasmi vritti jnanam is prama. Prama is born out of pramanam. And pramanam is Guru Shastra Upadesham. And therefore, Guru Shastra Upadesham must be there, and mind must be very much there, transcendence, no use, and that mind must be awake also. Jagrada avasthailadhan jnanam urupadiya varum. Sopanathiliyo, sushuptiliyo ulladum povadhan cheyum. So therefore, a student must be very much in Jagrada avastha. His intellect must be very much alive. And at that time the Guru gives the Upadesha, Tat Tvam Asi. And the student must have the vritti, Aham Brahma Asmi. And this vritti will destroy ignorance. With that, Atma Swayam Prakashate. Okay. Then you should not ask, because the moment ignorance is destroyed, Atma Swayam Prakashate va. Before that also Atma Swayam Prakashate ya. Atma Swayam Prakashaha when? After Shravanam or before Shravanam? All the time. Suppose before listening to the class, Atma is not known means, you can never say I am. You will know all people around. You will never know yourself. Remember, Atma was Swayam Prakashaha all the time. But there was Paricheda superimposed on me. That is when I said I am. I am is what? Swayam Prakasha Atma. And after I am, I don't put a full stop. Adhula ella tagararam. I am. Solittu full stop podanam. I am gaindi ennallamo setram biodata. And each one of them is parichedaha thrown upon me, upon the Swayam Prakasha, me. And when the paricheda is removed, adhikata Shastram, Pramanam, teaching. And once that limitations are removed, what will be left out? I am. I will say I am and put a full stop. And when you say I am without adding any adjective, I am unqualified I. Ennalum chetina qualified I. Every qualification is a disqualification in Vedanta. Therefore, if you remove all the qualification, I am, the unqualified I remains, and that is called Brahman. Brahman is not another qualification. All qualifications gone, I am Brahman. Okay, idella romba kadinama irukke. Kaduppamaayitundallo. So Shankaracharya comes with an example. Megha apaye amshuman iva. A beautiful example. Varga. Suryaha is Swayam Prakashaha. Now Vayu comes. Vayu means wind or breeze comes and removes the cloud. when the cloud is removed, the non-shining sun becomes the shining sun. Illiyo? Non-shining sun jona enakku non-shining nartham. So when the cloud was there, the sun was non-shining sun for me. When the wind removed the cloud, non-shining sun became a shining sun. In making the sun a shining sun, what is the contribution of the wind? Wind removed only the cloud. Wind never added what? Shining to the sun. Shining was never given to the sun by the wind. The wind can never give shining also, because sun is Swayam Prakasha. And therefore Shankaracharya says, Megha apaye. Apayaha means what? When it is removed, gone. Apagate sati. By what? Wind. So by wind. In this place, in the original, in the place of wind, what is there? Aham Brahmasmi, the vritti is the wind. And what is the cloud? Ajnanam is the cloud. So Aham Brahmasmi, vritti removes the Ajnanam cloud. And who is the Suryaha? Aham. Atma. Aham Suryaha. Atma sonna ange ullukulla enno irukku nenichindrupom. So therefore that's why I said, I am the Suryaha, all the time effulgent. Because of ignorance cloud, I am covered as it were. And Aham Brahmasmi vritti removes that cloud. Therefore Megha paye Amshuman. Amshuman means Suryaha. Amshuhu means Rashmi, ray. Amshuman means the one who has rays. Iva means like that. And therefore, suppose somebody asks, mind is necessary for Atma Jnanam or not, what should you answer? It is necessary. Therefore, if somebody says, mind cannot illumine the Atma, what should be your answer? Yes, that is true. Mind cannot illumine the Atma, and we are not retaining the mind to illumine the Atma, but we are retaining the mind to destroy ignorance, and therefore with mind alone Atma Jnana has to be gained. Without mind or transcending the mind, Atma Jnana cannot be gained at all. That is why Mundakopanishad said, Eshonuratma Chetasa Veditavyaha. Atma Jnanam has to be gained by the mind alone. Eshonuratma Chetasa Veditavyaha. Idhile ketirukkanam. Paravalla or quiz question pochu. So Eshonuratma Chetasa Veditavyaha. This has to be known by the mind alone. For what purpose? Vritti Vyapti Siddhyartham. Whereas in Kenopanishad it says, Yen manasa na manute. With the mind Atma cannot be known. There what does it mean? Mind does not illumine the Atma. Here mind is required for destroying ignorance. So mind is required from one angle, mind is not required from another angle. Vritti vyapti drishtya apekshitam, phala vyapti drishtya na apekshitam, apekshitancha anapekshitancha, tasmat shruti virodaha nasti. Continuing. Ajnana kalusham jivam ജ്ഞാനാഭ്യാസാദ്വിനിർമലം കൃത്വാ ജ്ഞാനം സ്വയം നശ്യേത് ജലം കതകരേണുവത്. Here a technical question is being answered. Previously he had said, Ajnana nashe sati kevalaha bhavati. Remember, Tannashe sati kevalaha in verse number 4, previous sloka. Tannashe sati kevalaha. Once ajnanam is destroyed by what? Vritti-jnanena. That is specifically vrittya, but I am using the word vritti-jnanena. Ajnane nashte sati atma kevalaha bhavati, non-dual advaitam. But some philosophers who are against Advaita, in fact most of the philosophers are against Advaita. Advaita ottukrada ellarum kashtamā irukku. So they say, Ajnanam has been removed by what? Jnanam. Which Jnanam? Swarupa Jnanam or Vritti Jnanam? Vritti Jnanam. So Vritti Jnanam has pushed the Ajnanam. And along with the Ajnanam, all Dvaitas, they are all removed. Now the Purva Pakshi. Purva Pakshi na, not a type of bird. Purva Pakshi means the opponent, the one who generally opposes Advaita. He asked a question. How can you say Advaitam? There are two things now also. What are the two things? Swarupa Jnanam, Atma is there, and Vritti Jnanam is there, which came to dismiss all other things, and the Vritti Jnanam, dismisser Vritti Jnanam is there, and therefore again Dvaitam Agatam. What are the two things? Swarupa Jnanam Ekam, Vritti Jnanam Anyate. If in the Vritti Jnanata pokadikiradhukku enna pananum? To remove this Vritti Jnanam, we have to bring in Ajnanam. Na paraspara virodhi dano illo. Ajnanam, Vritti Jnanam only paraspara virodhi. It is like some people, ingenda anga Sivasadanathukku poradhukku thonakku ingenda koottu pova. Two people went and they reached the Sivasadan, suddenly remembered, this fellow has to come alone too. So he said, I will help you. He came here. And then he found that the other fellow is. So therefore what happens? For Ajnana Nivritti, you brought Vritti Jnanam. Now to remove Vritti Jnanam, you have to bring in Ajnanam. Rendu irundunde irukkume. So here Shankaracharya says, Vritti Jnanam removes Ajnanam, and Vritti Jnanam goes by itself. Because every vritti is kshanikam only. No vritti is permanent. And once ajnanam is destroyed, thereafterwards the vritti jnanam is not necessary again, because the job is over. That is why once you have known 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, you have learnt. And once you have learnt, that ignorance is gone. Now 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, you know or not? Calculator vaana sollarenga. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, we know. But are we entertaining the vritti? 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. No, we are not retaining the thought all the time. Because once you produce the thought, It destroys ignorance, and ignorance gone, gone eva. Gatam, gatameva, ajnanasya punarjanma nasti. Ignorance cannot be born again. And therefore, once jnanam has done that job, thereafterwards, vritti jnanam again need not come to destroy. And therefore he says, ajnana kalusham jivam jnanam nirmalam krutva, nirmalam karoti. Adu vera vechukrom. So the jiva, the individual, is now polluted by ignorance. So jivaha ajnana kalushaha. Ajnanam eva kalusham esya saha ajnana kalushaha. So this jiva, the individual, is polluted with ignorance. Now he is treated with what? Jnanena, jnana abhyas, jnana abhyasat. By the constant abhyasa of jnanam. Jnana abhyasam na shravana, manana, nididhyasanam. Of not anything else. Vedanta. Okay. Shravana, manana, nididhyasanam of Vedantaha is called jnana abhyasam. Tat chintanam, tat kathanam, manyonyam, tat prabodhanam. Ekame etadeka paratvancha brahmabhyasam vidurbudha. Jnanabhyasam, brahmabhyasam, aksharabhyasam. In fact, aksharabhyasam, when we give for children, the aim is that they should come to akshara brahmabhyasam later. Initially we start with alphabet aksharabhyasam, later brahmarupa aksharabhyasam, which is nothing but shravana manana nididhyasanam. By that process, jnanam, the knowledge born out of that, what does it do? Vinirmalam krutva. It removes, washes off the ajnana dust. Dhunoti dhvantannastulita dalitendi varavanam ghana snigdhash lakshnam chikura nikurumbam tava shive ediyam hritpadmam. Okay, sarasija manuvidham. Anyway, I don't remember. Saundarya Lahari, this sloka comes. Dhunoti dhvantanna. Dhvantam na ajnanam. Ajnana dhvanta deepam. Guru kuru per enadrimo. Ajnana dhvanta deepaha. The light to remove the darkness of ignorance. Therefore, jnanam vinirmalam krutva. Okay, then what happened to jnanam? Swayam nashyet. Jnanam na inge vritti jnanam nyabam vachungo. That vritti jnanam, vrittihi swayam nashyet. And once vritti goes away, vritti pratibimbita, chaitanyam also will have to go away, because once the mirror is gone, the reflection also is gone. So vrittihi nashyati, vritti pratibimbita, chaitanyam api nashyati. But you should be very careful. When Shankaracharya uses the word vritti jnanam goes away, you should not immediately think ajnanam comes. Once ajnanam is gone, thereafterwards ajnanam is not there, vritti jnanam also is not there. We are knowledgeable. Just as in our mind there are so many things known, even though those vrittis are not there. You know the names of all your friends. Once they have introduced to you that knowledge is there, but that vritti is not present in your mind, even though the vritti jnanam is not there, are you ignorant or knowledgeable? You still know, but that vritti is not there. Similarly, once jnani has gained aham brahmasmi knowledge, he need not always say aham brahmasmi, aham brahmasmi. In fact, if he repeats, it is doubtful nartam. Isn't it? So therefore, yatha naratva pramitir narasya. So Ramana Maharshi says, just as a man doesn't say to everyone, I am a human being. Come here, I will tell you a news, I am a human being. Ennartham sandeham nartham. Just as you don't think, you know. Similarly, aham brahmasmi, I don't think, but I am all the time. And for this, an example. As I told you, every idea has got an example. This is the genius of our Acharya. Jalam kataka renuvat. Kataka is supposed to be a nut. Okay. Whose powder? To remove the nuts, to purify the nuts. Therefore, to purify the nuts, we have to use some other nuts only. So therefore, kataka nut is supposed to be powdered, and that is called kataka renu. Renu na powder, dust, particles, etc. So kataka nut powder is used. In the olden days, it was used for cleaning the water. And this nut powder has got a peculiar power. What is that? It absorbs all the dust into itself. And having absorbed the dust, that also settles in the bottom. Therefore, the impurity also is gone. And if the nut powder remains, that will go in our stomach. So that nut powder does not remain there, suspended in the water, but they go to the bottom. Like other example, they say you take a thorn to remove other thorn, and once the other thorn is removed, this thorn also is thrown away. Similarly, this powder removes the other powder, and that also goes, unlike the chlorine. Chlorine ellam clean pandradhanaala chlorine smell irukko illaya. But they have this peculiar powder. Therefore, jalam kataka renuvat. Yatha kataka renuhu jalam nirmalam kritva swayam nashyati or swayam adho gacchati. Appadi chetikana. Yatha kataka renuhu jalam nirmalam kritva. Jalatta nirmalamaha panni. Nirmalam means malarahitam kritva. Swayam adaha gacchati. Evam jnanam jivam nirmalam kritva swayam nashyati. Therefore, who is a jnani? Jnani is Brahman, who is beyond ajnanam and jnanam. Jnana ajnana atitaha advaitaha atma. More we will see in the next class. Hari Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaja Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.